LeBron James, during his interview with Pat McAfee, brought up his relationship with Brian Windhorst. I just want to read out this quote by LeBron James, and here goes. I seen Brian Windhorst on one of these shows not too long ago. This guy was saying he's like my fucking best friend. These guys are just weird. I have to say strong words by LeBron, insulting his personal ass kisser. Just Windhurst was like LeBron's personal ass kisser for like, I don't know, nearly 20 years since the moment he was in high school, honestly. What's interesting about Brian Windhurst is like he's about 7 years older than LeBron. He's 47. LeBron's 40 years old. I'm just bringing this up to show just the time period when these two guys like really met each other essentially. So Windhurst's career really began with following LeBron in high school, and LeBron James was a rising star in high school. Some of you guys might not know this, but I think a lot of people know this, that Windhurst was an alumni of the same high school that LeBron attended St. Vincent St. Mary High School. And that's where he was able to take advantage of knowing about LeBron James before he became like mainstream, simply because he was an alumni of this high school. And I think his mother also taught at this high school. So I think that also helped for him to have inside knowledge of LeBron before he became this big time phenom in which everybody would know about pretty soon during his junior year and senior year of high school. So that's important to note. When LeBron was in high school, LeBron began high school what year? Just trying to remember. LeBron was the draft of 2003, so he would have began high school in 1999. Around that time, Windhurst would have been 21. So Windhurst was like in his early 20s when he discovered LeBron James at St. Vincent St. Mary, and he attended all of LeBron's games back in the day. From what I've heard and read, he would write articles about LeBron. That's really how his career started as a media guy. He took advantage of the opportunity, knowing that he could hitch his ride to LeBron, that LeBron was going to be this mega star, and obviously it turned out to be that way. But LeBron has known Windhurst since LeBron was in high school. Just they go way back. That's how long that he's known Windhurst. And I definitely believe that they've talked on many occasions. Do I think that they were butt buddies in the sense that they were bros for life? No, I don't think so. But I think there was always a level of respect between those two, since they were both using each other for their advantages. I would say LeBron was using Windhurst as basically his media guy, because he was like Windhurst was cool with LeBron and LRMR, his circle of friends, Rich Paul, Maverick Carter. That's where Windhurst would always get his information about LeBron. That's where he would always get leaks from. Who was leaking that information? LeBron and his friends, because the information he would get about LeBron was always positive stuff. It was always positive. I can't recall Windhurst saying anything negative about LeBron. Just I don't remember. Maybe I'm forgetting stuff because I'm getting older now, but he was always like this positive PR guy for LeBron for as long as I can remember. Just nothing but good stuff, which always was why people made fun of him, in the sense that he was LeBron's personal, bootlicker. Just that he just would always just push the good PR nonstop. LeBron's great. LeBron's this, or LeBron is upset about this. Cleveland better do this, or blah blah blah. It was always just good PR. So that's what it really was to me. It was like a business relationship between these two guys. They knew they could help each other, to help each other in different spots of their career. That for LeBron, Windhurst was a guy that could help him with media relations, and for Windhurst, LeBron was a guy that could set him up for life, in which he got to work a dream job, in which he never really had to work a real life job like the rest of us do. Unfortunately, he got to live the dream job because of LeBron. So I would say it worked out for both of them, that it was a great business relationship that they had. I don't think they were ever friends. I don't think anyone really believed that they were friends, to be honest. But to see LeBron now just insulting this man who was his PR guy, his personal ass kisser, his bootlicker for like 20 some years, if we're being honest about it, because LeBron started high school in '99, and that's when Wendy started following him. That's been like close to 20 years that they were the best of friends. Not best of friends. I shouldn't say that. Best of business partners. For nearly 20 years, they were the best of business partners. And just to me, that's kind of that's disgraceful. That is foul. Just you're gonna do this to someone that helped you out tremendously to give you good branding. To me, that says a lot about LeBron's character. But it's not surprising that he threw Wendy down the stairs. He does this to everybody that once they're no longer of good use to him, he gets rid of them. We've seen this with friends. We've seen this with former teammates. So this completes the cycle really about this. From what I recall, how this relationship with Windhorst and him ended was really about a few years ago. Windhorst decided that he had to go out on his own, find someone new to hitch his wagon to. And that's why he stepped away from LeBron. They kind of broke up, I thought, on mutual terms from what I've heard. And I remember reading an article about Windhorst, I think a few years ago when Victor was getting drafted, that Windhorst was like hitching his wagon out of Victor because he believed Victor was going to be like the new face of the league guy, the new it guy for the league. And I can't blame him. It seemed like a good investment up until Victor got that injury this year. Hopefully Victor's injury is not as bad as I think it can be when it comes to threatening his career. I say as a Spurs fan, in that case, then Windhorst will be able to hitch his wagon to this guy for like a decade plus. And it was a good business move. I don't get why LeBron was offended just in any way about their split. Just I don't get it. Maybe he was. Maybe they had a conversation where Windhorst was like, hey, I gotta hitch my wagon now to this young guy named Victor, and I wish you the best of luck. Maybe LeBron was offended. I don't know. But I just wanted to throw that out there. This whole entire thing is like funny and silly at the same time. It's a clown show, but LeBron's a narcissist, and narcissists never grow up. They're immature, and this shows this. Like, just he should have not even said anything about Windhorst. Like, I always felt like Windhorst was like LeBron's like equivalent to like Ahmad Rashad. For those of you who remember, who are from my generation, Ahmad Rashad was like Michael Jordan's personal bootlicker. He was like the black version of Windhorst, essentially. But I just had to throw that out there for fun. But I have nothing else to say really about this.